Hey, this is Arrabon with Thoughtful Thursdays, where we answer questions about how to become a more reconciling community. My name is Elena and I'm here on my own today. Our question is, how do we practice conscious displacement? And what are some examples of that? So if you're not familiar with the concept of conscious displacement, it's where we make a conscious choice to remove ourselves from a familiar environment and put ourselves in an unfamiliar environment. It's a choice to displace ourselves because there's a way that we can learn something more by being in an unfamiliar space. So conscious displacement is an important practice, especially for white people, because we often can operate in spaces that are made for us and work in ways that we fully understand all the time. This is not true for people of color, who often have to go in between different spaces that were created for different people and have very different rules. As white people, we get to make the choice when we're going to do that, and we're not encouraged to make that choice. But I want to encourage you to do that because we can learn very valuable things by being in a new space. Things about ourselves, things about how society works, and some difficult truths about the way that our actions, when they're uninformed, negatively impact the communities that we're involved with. My dad has a quote that he often says. He's a professor of public health, and he says, "Don't try to solve problems you don't understand for people you know nothing about." Unfortunately, we're trying to do that all the time, whether it's in missions or outreach programs that we're doing, or just with our neighbor that lives next to us. We try to solve problems that we don't understand for people that we don't know enough about. So the practice of conscious displacement is saying, yeah, I'm not really prepared to deal with this. Let me learn something. Let me take myself out of a position of power for a while so that I can learn from another community. So we might like this concept of conscious displacement, but not really know how to do it. We might need some ideas of how to even get started on that. Well, my first encouragement to you would be to just get outside of your normal spaces. Become a regular in different parts of your city, or in places that weren't specially created for you. Maybe that means becoming a regular shopper at an Asian grocery store, where you have to learn a new way of how to shop and what's being offered. For me, I've become a regular at my local community center where I take fitness classes. I'm in the minority there, and I enjoy getting to learn and become friends with different people that are part of my same community, but that I wouldn't rub shoulders with just in my normal work or even at my church. Another way we can engage with this practice is to actually do something even more sacrificial, like attend a church that's not majority white, with people that are not from our common experience. A lot of the time we expect people to enter our space and operate by our rules, but we're unwilling to go into another space and see what that's like. So there's all these different ways that we can practice this. We can also develop new hobbies and explore new interests, and those can lead us into new communities. But one more way that I would share is we can volunteer and learn from other nonprofits, organizations, churches who are doing important work in our cities. We can choose to take the power away from ourselves to try and solve the problem, and instead learn from another community, volunteer with the work that they're already doing. And you can find out about so many different communities if you just put the time in to research what's going on in your city already. Thank you for watching the Thoughtful Thursday video. Please leave questions or comments in the comment area below. Take a moment and share this with a friend, and hit subscribe so that you can get the Thoughtful Thursday question each week.